Cool little owls, welcome to today's stream. How is everybody doing? I got a new OBS version just a second ago, and I'm a little confused because I don't know, the audio mixer thing looks completely different. But I hope I didn't, I don't know, break anything audio wise. Hey Asper, how you doing? I just hope it just works the way it does before. And that it just has a million new buttons and looking different. Because if not, I just didn't have the time to test it. Because I literally just updated. Because my OBS wouldn't show anything again. And I figured it was because it wasn't up to date. But yeah. Now the audio mixer looks weird. But I can live with that. As long as it's working, it's fine. Okay. Today we're gonna play a little bit of Story Stable. Something a little calming, I'd say. Especially for my throat. I don't know. Somehow it got worse again and I don't know why. I still blame the weather because it's like warm, cold recently. I don't know. Weather doesn't want to decide on what it wants to do. Like one day there's like heavy hail and everything, and the other day it's sunny and super warm. I don't know what's going on. But it definitely isn't something that's good. At least not for your health, it isn't. But at least like general, I am feeling better. Just back to the usual. Throat broken, everything else okie dokie, I guess. Have you seen the game? My Voice? So I have seen people play it. Yes, I did see that. My Voice would not be able to manage. Also, I think I'm too uncreative to do anything with that. Most things I've seen is people throwing shades at their friends with the game. Like streamers that know other streamers. Like, doing impressions of their friends. That's what I've seen the most. Not quite what it was supposed to be, I'm guessing, but what it became. At least in my sphere of what I've seen. I mean, it is a very nice little, very short, very, I don't know, very goofy experience. But yeah, I have been thinking that next week we could try something a little different. I did have the opportunity to borrow a game from somebody. In case you were wondering, but yeah, somebody asked me if I want to borrow a game and play it. And somebody from my family. In case anybody was wondering, like, okay, does she take random donation of games? No. And the game in question would be the new Resident Evil game that recently came out. Seeing that I played a lot of other Resident Evil games, I was thinking it might be a good idea and a good change of pace. Hoping that by next week I'm gonna be like fully healthy and regenerated again. At least to like my normal level of always little problem. And that we could play that maybe. Maybe a little different from the cozy thing we are on right now, but maybe that isn't too bad. We also don't have to play it like every stream. Maybe like every second or something, you know? Okay. But before I'm talking like too much over here, let me flip over to the game. There we go. I have it in the box today. Because somehow it doesn't want to go borderless anymore. And I don't know why. It just doesn't. It's just like, nope. Borderless, not in. It was having no problems with that before. So maybe a patch just broke it. Is my hopes. You know. Maybe they'll fix it. Because if there's one thing that I want with games, it's like playing in borderless full screen. Because for one, window mode kinda... I don't know, for one, it is kinda a little screwing with my immersion and my enjoyment. But also, it does leave some dimensional issues with OBS, where you always get a tiny border if you do it like in full screen. I can show you. Wait, give me a second. I can show you. If I go into normal game capture, you'll see what I mean. There, it always leaves the border there. Because that is where the title bar and everything is. So it's smaller, and then it does center, but it doesn't get any bigger. So that's why that is happening. I hope they fix that again. Because honestly, yeah, kind of annoying that it has to be that way. And the other thing is playing in full screen. But full screen has a problem that you can't tab out and do like click something on the OBS or something. Or type back to chat. Because if you do full screen and do that, what you get is black screen. So nothing. And I don't like that either. So games having... Oh great, we have the bug again. It's fine. Games having borderless full screen is like the minimum for me. And we're starting with dailies right now because, yeah, I am kind of like in the daily mood first, and I need to do them anyway. Afterwards, we may unlock the new area that's there. The, what's it called? Martian Ghost? I haven't unlocked it yet. It looks kind of interesting, honestly. Wait. Oh. It's okay. Bring it forward. I was thinking like where all my items go, but I remember I just clean up my inventory. Just so we would have less problems. Is it okay if I leave the music on? I think it's okay since we're only doing dailies. Maybe it's different if there's like a quest that has like specific elements of sound. I think for dailies it's fine. Good. I mean, the game doesn't have general like voicing, like voices for the characters, more like mumbling. Simish mumbling. But sometimes when you have a quest, you have like sound effects for things happening in the background, so maybe there it's good to turn the music off, but for general, I think we're fine. Yeah, the only concern I have about the Resident Evil situation is I am kind of scared that my PC might lag. It's a very hefty game compared to what we've been playing recently, so it could be that we have some lag problems. We shouldn't, but you know how it is. I have been saying a few times we shouldn't. And I even got a slight upgrade to my specs. So we shouldn't, but sometimes games are not optimized well enough, and I noticed that I have like 0 problems. You don't hear the music? You don't? What if I make it louder? Do you hear it now? Oh, I know what's going on. Never mind. I know what's going on. As I said, OBS did get an update and updated the audio stuff. But it also doesn't have the change about my headset in it, I think. Wait, if I put that in right now, will that make it better? Oh, because I don't know actually. If I still change that now, if OBS will pick it up. Sound setting. If you're not able to hear me for a second, then that's normal. Don't panic, okay? We're doing automatic fixing here, okay? Okay, how does that sound? You now hear music? Did anything change in OBS, by the way? Hey, hello, how you doing, Huayan? I am I'm trying to fix my audio. Somehow new OBS kind of broke my audio. Is it working now? Did you hear the music again? And me? Preferably also the game. Even though the game is a little quiet, so maybe you're not hearing the game over the music. Okay, good. Yeah, it did override the things that I put in to change my audio settings. You know, the one that skips my my headset filters for the OBS, so OBS doesn't get confused by the channels and stuff. I had to put that in anew. I didn't notice that it lost that on the update. My bad, I guess. It is how it is. Even if I have to put it in manually each time, as long as it works, I think it's fine. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you're doing good. I'm doing way better already, for one. Not perfect, but I think it's never been perfect for me, so... Alright, now we're doing dailies before we try to go into the new area, I think. Just try and to be stress-free today. Done. Also, yes, I'm still doing the same dailies. I am an easy person. I have this daily route, and it works, so I'm not changing up for now. Music sounds like Tim Burton movie. You mean the music playing in the background, or the one of the race? Wait, I can pause mine, then you notice. Wait, I paused mine. Where? This one would be from the game right now. Maybe it was a weird mix of the two. You mean because of the loopy sounds? The la 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 la. It has kind of comic music vibes to it, I admit. It is a circus race, though. To be precise, a demon circus race. So I think it's kind of fitting that it kind of sounds like that. The demon circus is here. I think it's a very fitting one. The only thing I hate about this race is actually like exactly this moment. I get the point. Horse balance on ball. Funny. But it feels so slow in this race to be like stuck to pause button. Honestly. Like, I think all these circus things have, like, similar musics here. I'm so used to the music in here, though, that I probably don't even notice. Honestly. Let me put on my own music again, I guess, for now. Now that you hear it, I don't need it that loud anymore. I think 25% is okay. Just supposed to be background music, not front music. Also, yeah, currently I am running around with an old horse of mine, which I thought would be kind of fitting for today. I have not decided what horse I want to get next, so... I am a little undecided. But I guess... it's either... the Black Forest horse, the mountain horse, or the mule. They are all very cute, but like those are the ones that are like very top of my list currently to get one. But I haven't decided yet. I usually take my time deciding, especially which code variation, like which color I'm getting. And even longer, what name I'm given. Sometimes I'm sitting there knowing exactly what horse I want in what color. But I simply can't decide on a name. That reminds me of when I was playing that one Infinity Nikki event where you had to manage a hot pot restaurant. And I was simply not getting the quest, the tutorial quest done for this. Because you have to name your restaurant. And I was sitting there and like, which name should I pick? I can't decide. I'm a very slow person. If it's about decisions, especially ones that you can't like simply reverse. I mean, if it's a decision that I can simply change with the press of a button, no cost involved, no cooldown, then I'm probably stressing less about it. But if it's not, I am very much the person to stress over it. Sometimes hours. I am a nightmare, actually. If you want to play co-op with me, and there is a character creation, you gonna have to have an extra play date for creating characters before when you actually want to play. Because me, I take forever. The more detailed a character creation is in a game, the longer it takes. But there's been some that are like fairly simple and they still took like an hour, so. Sometimes I just change between like 3 or 4 settings that I like the most. Like do screenshots, direct comparisons next to each other, like which one is the best? It is really difficult for me sometimes. I always admire people that can just spontaneously do things, hop into things, not be bothered too much. It's something that I can't do. I'm just not good at it. I'm a little anxious little baby in everything I do. That's fine. It is a weakness, but it is also good because that means with all the detail pinching that I do and all the patience that I have, I can be somebody that like really gets deep into things in understanding and also doesn't give up that easily. Like that for me a lot of times too, but I jump into it eventually. Do you have like a maximum where your patience runs thin with yourself? Is it that? Well, sometimes when I'm taking too long, I'm just asking somebody else for their opinion. I'm like, okay, I have these like 4 character prototypes that I would like. Like, which one do you think looks the best? And then I post screenshots for them, and then I want input. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it doesn't help. Or sometimes I pick the character that they didn't pick, just because of something they said. I don't know. I'm a complicated person. Sometimes I don't even understand myself. Okay, we're almost done with the daily stuff. Afterwards, I'll see what the new quest is. I think the quest starts right in front of the new area though, so shouldn't be too difficult. I really hope it's not time gated. Because if the new quest is time gated and I'm sitting here, then I don't know what I'm doing. Then we'll do one of the old quests. I still have a few tiny quests in my inventory, so it's fine. It's not many, but I think I have... Yeah, I have the main quest. I still have this, which unlocks, I think, a race. Maybe I should do this one first. And this one... And this is a tiny mini quest. And that should be the one that unlocks the new area. So we have some things to do, actually. It's fine. Yeah, the in-game and the out-game music is kind of like mixing. I hope it's bearable. That would work. Well, let me go a little bit to the side so that we're not bothering anybody. This one already clicked. I am almost done with this pass. As you see, I'm only missing like 3 more items. Then I'm finished with that one. They did change quite a lot of things about this pass. I don't think I need to go into details because I don't know anybody playing in my chat, but just so you know, things have been changed. I personally am not averse to the changes, but like many people are a little unhappy. I think the Grand Prix would be like over here, probably. I want to try going for the castle quest. We can see if it's time gated. Okay, so we need to Golden Hills and then up there. Okay, let's go manually. We could also take a boat, but I'm not feeling like it right now. So yeah, I will install and test the game then, the Resident Evil game. And then maybe we can play it next Tuesday. I mean, we will definitely not finish in one stream. We'll take many, many, many streams. But, yeah, I think I'll need some time to test it if it's not lagging. I hope they have like some sort of, how you put it? Oh, where am I going? I hope they have some sort of like in-game benchmark or something I can do. Just to see if it works without having too big of lags. While I have my full setup on. But I did that with a lot of games and they still did turn out to lag in the very end. So maybe it just can't be helped. But yeah, we'll play something. I don't know what. We'll play something on Thursday, and then on Tuesday I'll try to get this started. If I had to take a guess, since like it's a full price title, it will be at least 40 hours or something. I haven't looked it up yet. It kind of also depends on how fast or slow I am. If I remember correctly, for the 8th one, I did take longer than the average. I'm just a very slow player. It is normal for me. So I'm guessing we'll have quite some playtime. Okay. So go over here. So I wanna, maybe we're gonna go with like one stream of that, like per week. And then we just flip around if it's Tuesday or Thursday, maybe. But unsure what we do on the other days. Well, I'll see. I don't have a battle plan currently. I know for one thing that currently I should get the Sorrel quest done. I am trying to do it. But personally, I am doing like 10 minutes tiny bits each day. I don't know, I will probably not finish with this speed. But I can't bear too long of it, I don't know. It's just not my planet, honestly, so. Okay, so at the end of this road, we should see the quest. And then maybe we can switch up my music so we only have the in-game music left. So yeah, that's why I'm not being able to see myself playing it on the stream. 'Cause if I do, I would have to play for like... yeah, 2 hours. And I don't think I can do that much at once. Trying to do it into smaller bits now. Make it more bite-sized, you know. Where exactly? Ah, over there. There's an NPC maybe. Oh, let me... okay, let's pause this. And see how things are going here. Castle itself was not even that old. Forgive me for not reading everything out loud. I don't want to ruin my voice. We all know it would happen. Would you help me interview some people in Cape West Village? Yeah, sure. Back we go. I thought we were immediately going into the new area, but apparently not. Apparently we go interviewing somebody down there first, and then we come back. That's fine. We can manage. This is probably some sort of prelude quest into the area. I think I was reading that they introduced like a pre-quest of sorts, but I didn't get around to play it. Seeing that I was sick at the time, like completely in bed, kind of sick, I really didn't have the time to log on and do the quest. So I wonder if it's this one that we are now playing, or if that is a different one. Yeah, let's interview some people down here. I've not been up here much. I am ready. Okay, let's ask all the locals. But that she's standing here in the beginning and not talking to anybody while we have to go around. We, the ones that have no idea what's actually going on. Let's try it. That weird castle in the mountains. Okay, it doesn't have much info except that it's a castle that's high up. Well, I can see that too. Okay, the locals don't seem to have been in near the castle. Maybe it's cursed. Or maybe it's just a very boring old ruin. Who knows? Peace grandma talked about it long ago. She said it was cursed by evil witches. We should never go anywhere near it. Okay, for context to those who don't know, Peace also a witch, so... if that information is true, that... what the heck just happened? Anyone, please come to Martingas. We need your help. Soon it will be too late. Oh, okay. I see that as an invitation. The second we get to know that the castle has been cursed, we get a call for help in the form of a vision. If that is not proof that it is true, then I don't know what is. Ah, so I'm going alone, of course. The setup is clear. My hair is so fluffy today, it just doesn't want to stay inside my headset. Just all the locks are rolling out. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I used the same shampoo. I have no idea what's going on. It's just going crazy. It's already like poofy enough usually, but right now it's just, I don't know. Has a mind of its own. Okay. Yeah, supposedly the new area has something to do with a lot of like witches and like medieval themed themes. Like older, creepier and stuff. So that's why I was picking Willow here to play today. Because I think Willow is kind of like fitting this vibe. And if we're not fitting the vibe, we just put this color on and then everything is okie dokie. But I think we can go with this. Should be fine. It looks like a magic bubble of sorts. Hello, magic bubble. No, apparently I do have permission. Permission to enter granted. Do I look like a witch? Maybe I do. Honestly, the fit I'm wearing, I can kind of understand. I just got here. She very fashionist. Whisper, whisper, whisper. They're judging, heavily judging. Only weirdos live in there, I'm presuming. The locals down there said they've never been up here, so... They also have never heard anything about it. Doesn't mean that the ones inside have been stuck here for I don't know how long, not interacting with the outside world. Kinda creepy. Hello. Ah, the witch is not coming from the front door. Now you're thinking about that. Token. Token is a nice name for the horse. Okay, follow. Follow sounds easy. Follow is an easy quest as far as I'm concerned. I do kind of like the new area. Really pretty. Or, let's say it's my style. A little run down, but it's fine, I guess. The castle has seen better days. Do you need a repairman, maybe? Yes, I said they've been stuck here since forever, it seems. Old and prejudiced, then. Look at the black chickens. Sorry, whenever I see chickens, I go crazy. Chickens are really, really cute, don't you think? Like, burps in general, like, perfect. But chickens, very, very cute. Okay, does it sound like there's a war going on in this territory? Yeah, okay, here's my confirmation. Yes, there was a war. War between what? Witches and... I don't know. Townsfolk. Get the pitchforks, everybody. I don't know. It sounds a little cliche, honestly. This has been the slowest follow quest I've ever had. This kind of reminds me, do you know these old quests in World of Warcraft? When in Burning Crusade? When you had like this spirit asking to follow him around the town and explain him where the different factions and stuff were? This is giving off the same vibe. I'm honestly a little happy that I'm a little late bloomy for this area. Imagine doing this with the area completely full. That's the Outer Bailey. This is the main courtyard. Usually both nobles and commoners go about their day here. And why are they not? I have to check this. Okay, I am confused on why the horse and this whatever it is. Is that a crocodile dog thingy? I don't know what it is. Are you spitting water? But I'm glad it's just that, because the only thing I saw when I came from this front was this. And I thought it was the horse peeing. So yeah, we're good. It's just coming from the mouth. We're all good. Questionable either way. Could have been made prettier, but just not my taste. Okay, so you're locking the people inside their homes? Is that what I'm getting here? For nobles and commoners, like the way she's always saying nobles and commoners makes me think she's thinking of herself as somebody that's better. It's a little annoying. Maybe that's just me. Hey. People are like, oh, is it safe? Can we crawl out of our hidey places? Well, I'm not sure myself if I'm no threat. We highly value trust here. Oh no, I know that. And that means probably... If I had to take a guess, we now get in a bunch of quests to prove our worth. Follow her to learn about the castle. And this is gonna be the longest follow quest in all of existence, but we're fine. I'll look at the shops later. Don't have the time right now. Food, clothing, yes. I already see some of the things that we're able to get. I also see a furnace. Let me guess, this is where we're going next. No? Okay. Then nope. Let's go up. Maybe we should tell her that she can also gallop if she wants to go faster. It's fine. We'll follow. Wilhelm Jacob of Marshingos. Okay. Must be quite something, I'm guessing. Having the biggest house on the alley. As I see, there's also a stable here. But I don't know if I want to switch. It is a nice area. But I haven't made my a picture yet on if it's good enough. It does have little tiny dragon babies. That's a plus. And I see you can get more of the dragon horses over here. Yeah, they have the dragon horses. So is this a dragon rider versus witch kind of thing? Maybe. Oh my god. This is my tiny items that I need to get done to earn trust. Okay, Dark Otto got loose. Somewhere in the castle. Okay. Okay, we find the missing dog. What else do we have to do? Okay, find the grain box, I'm guessing. Yeah, deliver. Deliver the grain sack. Okay, and clean up. Clean out clutter. Okay, what do we do first? Let's just follow the road and see what comes up first. Okay, that's cleaned up. Yeah, my theory is that they just never did open the gate doors. So they just stayed the same. Didn't get modernized. That's a lot of things to clean up. But it's fine. We can do so. Apparently that's one of the quests done. That's one of the grains. That's the second one. Maybe we can go in a circle here. Circle back to the middle. Like this, maybe? Yeah, it does. Hey, look what we found here. Okay, we did find the dog. Now the only thing we need is the third sack. Here we go. Do I need to put them somewhere? There we go. And that's all 3 of them completed. Okay, done. Let's see what else we need to do now. Okay, the gate. Let me guess. The gate is probably closed off. As you do in war, you close off all the routes that are there. Also, can I keep... This is better. I think close is not quite the right word. Maybe close are from the other faction, that is. It looks like maybe the witches put that there to keep them away from the forest. More like it. We call the strange things the blight. It is a potent plant disease. Why do I have the feeling this is gonna be some sort of prejudice thing here? Gate closed, gatekeepers. Something you could do since you're a neutral party, you could find more about the blight without risking your war with the witches. Wait, why are they not in war anymore? Did they form a treaty? Peace treaty? Or... Okay, go to the blacksmith. Good. Or is it more like everybody just... all of them gave up because they have no more supplies. So it's more like a quiet, random piece. Okay, I need a lance. Yeah, everything here is kind of like a... from the forge. It's a little purpley, which gives me Pandora vibes, yes. What's with the German in here? I know I have to smith it myself. Oh god, I have no clue. Help! Heat the iron. What iron? I'll just do it here. Maybe I already have it. Work on the anvil. Okay, easy enough. I'm getting marked what I need to do. Cool it in the water. Where do you have your water? Over there. And heat it again. How many times do I need to do that? My arm is not doing that. Anvil again? Okay, maybe I didn't punch it hard enough. Cool in the water again. God. This guy's only doing that to me because he likes seeing me suffer. That's what's going on. I'll use a magic shard to add some finishing touches. Let's see if it is a Pandora lens. Kinda looks like it. It's gigantic, by the way. The outfit makes your character look short. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a combination of boots and on everything. One doesn't notice that much when I'm on the horse, though, so it's fine. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the colors, maybe it's the stripes. I don't know. I am not fashionista, at least not here. I don't know. Me tiny. Okay, let me guess. We just punch through it. I don't get it. What did she say? Find fragments? Like, do this? And the third one too? Ow. Ah, almost died. Okay, now the big one. Very good. Can I now go to the forest? People vanishing in the swamps. Oh, the evil witches. I bet to you the witches aren't bad either. From their side, it's probably gonna look like these guys here are the bad guys. It's just a typical case of misunderstanding. Okay, we should go into the forest, but first I want to check out the shops, just in case. Let me have a look at the shoppies. Finest shops. Ah, as I see, everything they are wearing here, you can basically buy. This one, nope. Not quite my color. Also, I am currently rather low on money. Yeah, and here we can just buy some food. But I think yeah, I still have 27 haze, so we're good. Hey, let's have a look into the forest. The forest looks like the bigger of the two areas in here. It's a little wisp. Yeah, don't go into the fog, apparently. No going into the fog. Okay, I got it. Wait. I am supposed to... Oh, up there. I was confused. Wasn't she just on the outside before? A blight frog covers the whole forest and poisons any living being. And you couldn't have told me that sooner. Okay, so use a lantern. What is that? It's a thingy. And it does have a lantern. I would say that's a peace offering. Also, it's super cute. Maybe it's just me, but I have the feeling... Like, facts on the table. These guys are not the ones that sent a vision for asking for help. It's the witches that asked me for help. 100%. It's a magic thingy that happened. That popped up. So, my guess... This is their next thing. They send in this like, oh, this is what you need to get to us. Come, get it. Look at how peaceful it is. It looks so cute. I want one as a pet right now. Demanding. Okay, let's follow you. It's really cute. It's like a mixture between a squirrel, a cat, and a moth or something. Super adorable. Okay, where do we go? Like through here? Whatever that is, we'll ignore that. Where do we go? Over here, okay. You're so cute. I demand to have this as a pet right now. I'll have to see if you can buy one somewhere. But this is just scream and make a pet out of me. Okay, which path? Trude's hut. Maybe your Trude's pet? Yeah, we go into Trude's hut, I think. I think I'm already seeing it. Very hut-like. I mean, I was brought here, so I'm guessing I'm invited by somebody. Yeah, they are seeing it from their side. I mean, she does have a point. I do have the lens. It looks a little dumb, the evidence, I mean. Yeah, whoever sent you, tell your master that I'm waiting here. The person that sent this little fella is probably the person that asked for help. That's why we are following. I mean, it's not like we have another choice. We can't go back by our own means, so... We have to follow you. Let's get up. Don't miss it out. We have to slice this one. Oh. Is your friend trapped? I can help. I hope at least. Can I? Okay, we need to get the tiny thingies. Down there. And poke. And poke. And poke. Now we should be able to poke the big one. There we go. Ah, so cute. The vibe of this place is not like the normal maps. Yeah, every map here has a different vibe to it. Like you have the like core land maps, the ones where I usually do my dailies. You know, the snow version you saw was the same core land map, just covered in snow because it's like over the winter months, like real life winter months, the map is covered in snow. You know. But there's like many different areas in the game that had very different inspiration and vibes. Yeah, as I said, it's a little misleading since yeah, the story, as I said, is kind of like about this Cthulhu-like creature that wants to escape from like its imprisonment. That's like what the main story is basically about, and like the group of heroines, basically like the group is tasked with stopping it from doing that. Like keeping it in prison still. That's like the main story kinda. So yeah, a lot of the later maps do have more of a more magical vibe to them, let's say. Yeah, how do you know my name? Ilvidrich, okay. My kind is called Mar. Okay. Mar is so cute. Okay, so these things did call me. Yeah, we'll try to help. We'll just have to make sure everybody's on the same boat with help in the area, instead of waging war against each other. I wonder if we can get the dragon horse one day. You mean the one that the lady was riding? I think those ones are already available. Like, I don't have one, but I think they are available. Oh my god. Don't be pissed at me. They are the ones that said I could stay, okay? Huh. I did help the little babies. I mean, it's just a tool, you know? Lands or no lands. Yay, I have a lantern now. I need to refuel it. Oh, is it on the blue thingies that we're walking around that we need? Yeah, it is the blue thingies. The wandering seats. Okay, sound easy enough. Let me guess, I have to do that for demonstration purposes. Over there, probably. Okay, I did fill it up. Do I need to fill it up more? What's my purpose? Ongoing quests. Talk to witch, follow her instruction. Upper path or lower path? I didn't quite get where we need to go. Okay, gather more. Will do, will do. My guess is over here. Okay, nope. That's a platform. Then we just need to go back. Down there, there's lots of these thingies. Okay, that's enough. Now let's return. Now it's also keeping off the fog. Good. Okay, keep it on the horse. Okay. The hamlet is, I guess, just front and center. What if I go up here? What's this thing for? Apparently nothing yet. But this seems to be where the little ones are living. So maybe this is gonna be important to the story later on. Wait. I am not on the, on the right path. I think we need to go down here. And then over there. This is correct. Hey, Preemie, how you doing? Awesome. Veiled Hamlet, that sounds correct. Okay, let's see how the witches are doing. So yeah, I can look it up later. Maybe I can post it to you. But I'm pretty sure the dragon horses are already in the game. I just don't have one. But I remember them adding the dragon horses. I don't know what colors are available though. I think she was having a black one, right? I don't know if there's a black one. Maybe. Remind me on the Discord that I'll look it up and post it.
Huh.
If they knew the spell, they would have. Nah, the other one does sound so so aggressive though, so we can take this. Yeah, they do have some horses that are like different shapes. Like for example, this one is like does have like a skeletal Wendigo kind of vibe to it. I do remember there being a butterfly and a moth horse too. And like a flying Pegasus kind of thingy. I don't have a lot of them though. Ah, so cute. If this is not available for pet, then I riot. I want this. I need it. I want it. I need it. I don't know how many points I have. It's 450. I have 1,900. I need it. I want it. I want it. I need it. Okay, I'll get it. I know my decisions. But I don't know if I want it with this horse. It's kind of not fitting in color. But I'll certainly find one. Maybe my next one. One of the next ones I have in mind are, I think, brownish in color. So maybe that would fit quite nicely. Okay, let's put it over here. Now I'm happy. Where did the NPC go? Down here. Oh, this is the lantern tree. Okay, so this is where the lantern does come from, I'm guessing. Okay, sometimes... Okay, this is kind of like a fuel station. Okay, I got it. Speaking of moth horse, I think there is the moth horse, by the way. I think these guys I have on the moth horse. Moth horse! Not quite my style, but still very pretty. Those flowers are very Demon Slayer? Which ones? You mean like the tree? Okay. The purple drooping down from the tree, yeah. They remind me of... what are they called? Like, very similar ones in real life. What are they called? It's like very popular. I think it starts with H, but I don't know what it's called. They're super pretty. Like hanging flowers. I'm a big fan of flowers like that. Even though here it's supposed to be fruit, I'm guessing, but... Let me guess, I get simple tasks here too. For you to check the task board. Okay, task board. Mysterium? Yeah, maybe it's that.
Huh.
Ah, yeah, probably. I've met them. Probably they wouldn't. Okay, task board. Guiding the Waldfangen. Talk to Betty and guide the Waldfangen back home by charging its shell with the lantern. Okay. Use a lantern to catch the attention of the blighted Nikos and bring them back to Martha. Bring the Shadow Witches to the Life Warden tree. Where do I take these? Does it tell me somewhere? Because I want to do all of them. But maybe I have to do main quest first. Oh, we have a tree to... I think there was the same tree in the castle. So they also have like a tree. How to use the castle to take care of beasts. Talk to Abigail to learn how to use the witch's trust. Okay, these are all locked for now. Oh my god. Too much progress. Ah, these are the people that have like side quests. The main quest opens up the map side quest. Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, I think the first number of daily quests is fixed on. They give kind of like a tutorial on how to find the people. Why do I have the feeling there's also daily quests in the castle, and the daily is from the 3 people that we also did the quests for? Okay, Niches is a wolf thingy. Is that the thing that we saw on the fount? Okay, yeah, these are like the 3 thingies that we have to do anyways, right? Okay, I'll try to make progress on these. Okay, that's one of the people. Okay, that's why there's so little here. So few people. Okay, so that witches become kind of like witch ghosts. Okay, soft as a race. That sounds fine to me. I should be able to. Maybe not. We'll try though. All races with like shadow witches are not like the easiest. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Because they're always throwing something. Okay, we're fine. For now. I just got a little stuck. We're all good. It's a little hard doing the race in an area where you haven't been to yet. I do not know the terrain like at all. I can only go after the pointers. The water is not too steep, that's okay. It's very swampy up here. No, don't you dare throw something in front of me. Shoo! Go away. Go. Shoo. Nope. Bad witches. I'm always afraid that my lamp will go out. So I'm trying to keep all of that. Okay, concentrating, concentrating. Oh, what these? I don't know what that is, but it's probably for the other quest. Nope, no, no. Oh. Ow! Oh no, my horse was hit. But I think we're fine. Wasn't too much damage. Very good. The nose tape makes her head look lower, so it's like she has a mustache. Wait, what? I need to see it again. I didn't pay attention. Let me have a look. Her? You mean her? Yeah, the markings are a little they're a little giving. Okay, does this now count for the board? Or does it not count for the board? Let's check. Because it could be that it doesn't. No, it only counts if we do it like for daily. Then let's do it again. I'm not picky. I'll get this done. Now I know what I need to do, so it may be easier. May. Not 100%, but it may. I just don't want to go into the poison. Ah. Almost gotten stuck. There's also this daily race in Golden Hills that has like these shadow witches. And I don't like that one either. I don't like getting things thrown at me while I'm racing. Oh, we're fine. It's all good. All oakley dokley. And I'm still not sure if it was a good idea to get that pet. It was kind of a very expensive pet, I'm gonna be honest. But maybe it's worth it. I think it was just so cute, it had to be. I mean, it is something I need to save up for again. But if I didn't get it, I would have been sad. Why am I always running into this one? Because I'm jumping over them when I should be avoiding them. While like running on the outside. I think that would have been more intelligent. Purified. Okay. Now does this count for daily? Probably. If I had to take a guess. Your reputation has increased. That is probably a yes then. Yeah, okay. So we have to do all of that twice because it's the first day. Okay, which one is this? Use a lantern to catch the attention of the blighted Nikias and bring it back. Let me guess that's the big thingy that we saw in the back there. Behavior can change. Okay. You need to keep the attention while avoiding the attempts to sap magic from your lantern. Okay. So, tap it, make it come here. Like over here somewhere. I don't know. I think we saw it in the swamp, so let's go outside. And then return it. But we need charge for this. Like this charge stuff. Okay, let's see. She said she did mark it on the map, so... there is a light. Okay, is it this the thingy? Yeah, oh yeah. Not what I saw, like, at all. Follow me. Ow. Dang it. I missed. I need light though. Come on, be a good thingy. Easy enough, I guess. Alright. I'm not looking forward to having to do that twice, but we're fine. If it has to be, it has to be. Okay, yeah, same text. Oh, is it on at a different location this time? Maybe it's random all the time. Yeah, there are multiple locations. Don't tell me I need to get 3 for the daily. No? Then why are there 3 markers? Maybe I can pick one. I'll just take the one to the north again. That one seemed pretty easy. Keeping the lantern lit. Okay, and let's return. Let's make sure we're not dying in the process. Kind of difficult keeping attention on the shine the lantern part, as well as the road ahead, as well as the blue thingies to collect. Like too many things at once. Ouch. Yeah, it snatched. Maybe over here? Pretty sure there was a path down. It is 3 of them. No. Oh well. Off we go. That's not what I wanted to do all day, but fine by me. I'll probably not do this daily. I have too much to do currently, but maybe like once every blue moon on a weekend. Means I'll have the faction maximum at some point. You know? Too much hassle. I mean, the race, that was pretty tame, honestly. But these 3 Nickas? Oh, that's a hassle. That is truly a hassle. At the very least, it's not getting stuck somewhere, so I could shortcut. Alright, and one more. Where's the last one? Looks like over there. So we need to go through this exit. Let's go to the very far end. It's not that far away. I guess this is actually like the easiest one. Because this is just simply a matter of go back to the street and run back. Yeah, this is like the very easiest one of them. Super easy. The other ones were definitely more of a hassle. The other two. Maybe I gotten randomly the worst ones. I can't say. Hey! Give me that. I deserve this. Yeah, now we only have the last mini quest. Probably this one? No, wait. Oh, it's around here though. Over there. And back to you. Follow and help the back to its home. Okay. Is that the big thingy that I saw then? Yeah, I'm following you. It would be faster if you both were on the horse though. I'm just saying. There's space on my horse. You could sit on the back. Let's follow her. I'm glad that I picked a horse for today. That kind of fits the vibe of the area. I was going by the preview images and they weren't wrong. Why is she so slow? Come on, go faster. Falling asleep. I'm stealing all your light. Come on, Rebecca, you can do it. I'm still keeping to my point. It would have been faster if she also went on to my horse. I'm gonna be honest. See? I can make a whole hydrate break while Rebecca's still coming. Okay, we should be almost there, I think, because this should be the marker. Maybe it works if I'm going... Yeah, it says follow. I don't want to risk upsetting the quest. I just hope the daily version isn't as long-winded as this. Because that seems a little much. I hear something. If you put a leash, you can ride it like Harley Davis. Tree spirits. Okay, so we're bringing it back home. Okay, well, we can do that. Here, I have a charge. And now I just follow it? I would assume. If it loses charge, we're gonna charge it again. Yep. As I assumed. There we go. Now I can't unsee the horns as handles anymore. And it's your fault. It kind of looks like that though. You're right. Okay, let's get some of these. Because I have an idea that the little fellow here is gonna keel over any second. Yep, was right about that. This is also so long. Very long dailies. This new area has extremely long dailies. For some reason. Boop. Turn the flashlight back on. This is still a daily. I mean, it is a quest that shows me how the daily works. That's why I'm doing all of these like twice. I'm doing the quest version once and the daily version afterwards. I don't know how the daily version will differ here. This is a monthly level. This is totally yearly level. As I said, they feel like way too long. Come on, bro, you can do it. Maybe it is a weekly. I didn't pay attention. Condition fulfilled. Oh, so that's his home. Okay. Or is it now? Oh, it's strong enough to eat. Good. Okay, she said that it's wandering off like every week or something. So this does sound like a weekly, maybe. Okay, let's go back to the base and see if we... if I find the base again. Let's go back and see if this is a weekly. Ah, I found it. New currency wars having new support units is so stupid. Makes it not fun to try and get Tingyun by luck. I haven't quite tried it. You mean the what was it? Like the 3 units that can give you what was it called? Like a Hey Betty. What's up, Betty? Did I do it? Yeah, I really haven't paid much attention to that system. Ah, we have done it. Weirdly enough, here the thingy did count for the weekly, and it is a weekly. Okay, the thingy we just did is a weekly. The other 2 are dailies. Good, interesting. Now back to the main quest. They're so strong for the archetype, they make the 3 hard to get. Yeah, now that you mention it, I was barely seeing them. When before they were like easy to get. Oops. I tapped out on accident. Okay, so we need to go back to the castle, I think, for the next quest. Martian gas castle, this way. Castle. Over here. Look, they even planted the tree here. So that the castle doesn't get infected. And they call the witches evil. They're almost impossible to get, but you get 1 and they start appearing in the shop as normal. Got an A run since I couldn't get Tingyun after so long. Yeah, I was riding too. On your legs? What do you mean? You mean that the little pet that is on the saddleback? The little owl. It is the fitting pet for this horse. They kind of went together, yes. Cute little owl. Got them in the double pack. Bought both of them at the same time. Crazy pixels. I can also make it fly, I think. Yeah, like this. Then it's not attached. But sometimes when I do like dailies and stuff, when I do like races, it looks a little weird having the owl like fly beside you like this. Especially in races where you need to see left and right. You know? That's why most of the time I say it can chill on the saddle. Because it looks like it has to flap its wings so hard to keep up with me, you know? That's why I say, just rest on the saddle pad. I don't know. You're making that back unharmed. Okay, how do I tell her now? Yeah, because you're all bitchy, so it seems. God, if she says no... She says no, then I'm telling you. There, look. The dragon horses are already in the game. You can actually get them here. There, then I don't have to do it on the Discord. Apparently you can get green. This, black and gray one. And this purple and green one. And these two. I think these two are the older kind. I remember these two. Like the very, very brightly colored two. And these are the newer ones. They are the same model as she has. I don't know if her color is somewhere else, but like these three are like sitting around here. That's why. I can click on one. Maybe it shows me multiple colors. No, it doesn't. It just shows me other breeds, I guess, that are here. I don't know if her color is available too, but these three are definitely available right here. Just because I just saw them right now, you know. The new ones fit the new map aesthetic more. Yeah, the new ones were, I think, released with the new map, so it kind of makes sense. Or at least I think they were. I don't remember anymore. I just remember that the ones in the back there, they are like way, way older. They were part of like another patch. These ones were either released with this map or like a little bit beforehand, and I think they were... Yeah, I think these were a different color of these. I think it was a very dark black one and the very bright white one were released. And later they released these three colors, and these three colors are standing around here now. Don't ask me where the white and the black one are right now. I don't know. I would have to consult the wiki for this info. I just remember because I don't know if they count, but I remember the white and the black one. Maybe they're special versions. They could breathe like a little bit of fire, and I looked at them and I was like, nice, but probably probably not for me, because yeah, I think they're pretty expensive, right? Well, let me check. Yeah, they are 950, so that's too much for I just got a pet. I only have 1,460 left now. I have to save. As I said, I want to either get the Black Forest horse, the Mountain horse, or the mule next. But I haven't decided yet which one I want. I have decided that I have too many horses that have like weird designs, and I need more natural looking ones in my stable. That's what I have decided. That's why I went, I need one of these three next. Let me guess, I have a task board here too. Ooh. Who would have guessed? Help the Walden Fang return home. Find all the Mar. Complete the show jumping course. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so we get the weeklies and dailies here too. For sure, they just want to open up the area first. Two new factions, two more ways to get the reputation. Apparently they went with daily systems here, which is good, I guess. Better than collect random 5,000 items or something. Okay, let's see. Also, do I have permanently have this attached to my horse now while I'm in the area? Or permanently, like, total? Does it have a... No, it doesn't have a specific slot. Also, I did not do my daily care for my horse. Please... Please don't look at it. Okay, let me guess. This is the show jumping. This looks like show jumping. A stinky horse. You're bothered by it being stinky. I'm bothered by it being hungry, but we're not the same. Can't do it with a stinky horse. No, I can do it. I just noticed it. You get like a tiny percent movement speed reduction if your horse is not taken care of. So it's not that bad. I mean, technically I could simply take care of it. It's not that much of a hassle. And usually I get it done. I just forgot it today. Because we're already locked in for doing the stream. Usually the first thing I do when I log in is... Sorry, my bad. Usually the first thing I do is take care. But, yeah. I forgot. My bad. Hey, Roshan, how you doing? I hope you're having a great day. I think I still have water. It could have gone worse. You know, I think every major town has like a well of sorts. At least I hope it does. Okay, show jumping was easy enough. Why? What is it with all these castle dwellers having German, very old German names, and also speaking a little bit of German? Like, what's that supposed to mean? Are we that old-fashioned and prejudiced? I don't want to be associated with this castle faction here. I guess it's fine. I'm guessing it has to do with Germany having like the most castles like in total and the most, I don't know, still available full-on blown castles to visit. I remember when I was little, my family was taking me to so many trips to see different kinds of castles. Like, sometimes the same castle multiple times. So... maybe that's what the inspiration came from. I can guess. Still sick. A little bit. Not as bad anymore. My throat is still a little bit sore, but... other than that, I'm doing pretty fine, I say. Like my family. Like, that's the most thing that was done. Either castles, museum... or the good old-fashioned, we are driving to a lake. And then we don't swim, we just sit there. Kind of the deal. Those are the things that were done. Ah, this is helping the things with the blind. Loves listening landmarks and that's it. Like, nothing else. All we did was visit temples. Oh yeah, don't get me started. The good old, let's go to a church. Oh, look at it. Like, I don't know about you. Nothing against churches, but I think most of them look the same from the inside. I mean, sure, they have some stained glass and windows that are, like, pretty to look at, I guess. But it's nothing worth spending money on or actually staying for an hour, you know? At least in my book. But I'm also a little difficult. I'm such a couch potato. I don't like going out in general. But if I go somewhere, it has to be somewhere, like, special. Okay, right into the back here. Isn't that like witch territory? Why do they have their daily in the witch territory if they don't like each other that much? That's what my question is. Ah, this is the thing that we saw before. Okay, yeah, I see it. Kill the small ones, kill the big one. Small one. Using you to piss off the witches. I have nothing to do with this. I am the neutral party here. Okay, and now the big one. And then it should be 3. Ta-da! Nom. Are you good? Conditions fulfilled. Somehow we have a thingy on the backside too, though. Can I do that too? Or can I not? No, I can. Good. Okay, let's return. But yeah, in general, I can't complain about such day trips, as they call them. It's a nice thing to do. Like, seeing stuff. The only thing that bothers me if it's like... if it's something that is not interesting to me. Like, if it's always the same. And especially if there's like a dumb bathroom situation, you know? If you're like on a trip and you can't go to a bathroom for like an hour or something. Okay, but if it's like 6 hours and no bathroom inside, you're like, no. That can't be normal, let me out. Okay. Just taking the sneaky shortcut. There we go. But yeah, maybe I'm a little like too picky and how do you put it? Too immune to stuff like that. Because the city I grew up in, it was a relatively tiny town, so it's not like a big, super many people live in there kind of city. It was a smaller town. But at the same time, it was a high tourist town with lots of tourists visiting because like many different things to see there, different landmarks and stuff. So maybe I'm a little oversaturated on stuff like that already and I don't really need to get out somewhere to see it. even now, I live like maybe 20 minutes away from like seeing all that stuff, so it's not that much. When I first went to the US to study, no big deals. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the situation. When I went with my family to a trip, I think it was Italy or something. And yeah, when you have toilet situations that are way different from home, I am I'm stressed out, okay? Maybe some people are not, but I am. I'm stressed out. Or do you know the good old you get taken squeeze. We got it. The good old you get taken on a trip with your family. And you say you have to go to the toilet, like you have to pee, and you're like, I don't know, 5, 6 years old. And your family tells you there are no toilets nearby. We were on a family trip, I don't know where. Somewhere, some sort of campfire situation. And the first time in your tiny life you're told there are no toilets. You have to just pee in the woods. And you're like, what the heck is that concept? What is peeing in the woods? Are you crazy? I'm like, no, that's not for me. To this day, nope. We're noping out of that. I think I remember myself crying like crazy because I didn't want to go. Do I need to find it at the same place? Or is it this time the whole castle? And I need to just wait for it to squeal again. Squeal, please. It could be anywhere in the castle this time, right? Oh, great. Okay, so we're just riding around the castle until something squeals, apparently. Let's see. Can I bring horse into the area? Okay. Horsey doesn't want to go into the labyrinth. Got it. Wait, there's something squealing. Which is squealing? Where are you squealing? Yeah, down there, but where exactly? Where? There you are. Oh god, I have to find 3. No! I've done it once when I was desperate in a 4-hour drive. I'm like, never again. It felt so wrong. Like, I was like, what was I? Like, I think 4, 5, 6, something around that line. So, you do everything your parents tell you, kinda, but that just felt wrong, you know? Ah, Squee, I see you. Okay, I just need to find one more. One more Squee. And I think it's not even legal to do that. At least around here, so... I was right to be weird. My parents were the ones that were wrong. Not me. Come on. Something squee. I need one more. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it wasn't like in the public because I am certain it was like a private property of somebody in the family or a friend of the family. But still, it felt wrong, okay? Didn't feel good. Come on, where's the third one? Also, by the way, let me guess. Here you can buy dragons. Yes, you can. Dragon pets. If it's deeper where people can't see, you're good. Still, it felt wrong. It's all about feeling. Not here. Wonder how far away these guys can spawn. Okay, this is the start. Run through here. Don't think, feel. I was feeling horrible. If that is what counts. What if I go down here? Why does this look like it's leading to another expansion of a map? Look here. It kind of looks like a map expansion. Maybe at some point. Come on, I really need to find that. That little baby. I really was hoping we're gonna do more main quest and less daily stuff, but here we are. Okay, where is my last squealy baby? Must be something. I think they have a big radius, right? What they squeal. So maybe it's somewhere where I haven't ridden through yet. Must be somewhere I haven't checked yet. Okay, I came from up here. Maybe it is in the middle again. And I just didn't see it. Okay, I went through here last time. So what if I go through this tiny path? Wait. Come here. Very good. Now back to the quest giver. And I think we need to do one more quest. Wait, was that the last one? Wait, I'm trying to remember. Show jumping. No, this must be the last quest of the bunch. Look at that. It's like a swarm behind me. Swarm of cuteness. It's so cute. There they go. Hey, now back to the board. I think that's what the next quest should be. Except maybe next quest comes after a certain amount of daily quests, and I definitely am locked right now. Kinda have the feeling that maybe that's the case. Okay, this should now all be marked. Yes, it is. Any available quest? Okay, these side quests. This is the main quest. Nothing to do with this area. So I need both at level 2 for the next step. Am I seeing that correctly? The next step should be like this thingy here. And it needs 2 gold and 2 blue, which probably means level 2 of both of these. So I'm guessing if I do dailies tomorrow or something, it probably has to be. So this one is definitely time locked. Complete quest notes in order to progress the story. Yes, okay. This is a very time locked, reputation locked faction and area. That's fine, I guess. Grand Prix is in the stables. And this one isn't done though. How about we go down to these stables and complete that quest? Because I think that opens up another hub for us. The other one I know is a tiny quest that we won't have to time for today because it's already so late. But like maybe we can open the Grand Prix area because I think that is a hub, if I read up correctly in the news, that in the game news that were there, that you can do quests in to earn gear in. So let's see. Okay, yeah, it's over here, so we need to go all the way down first. We can go over the riding arena, go through Greendale, I think. It should be possible. If my senses are not wrong. I mean, what I kind of like about progression in Star Stable, honestly, that's something that I haven't noticed that much with other games, to be honest. The map seems relatively small if you compare it to other games, but only since they are reusing old areas to have new quests in them. So sometimes they add new areas like this area or this area. Like, they add new areas. For sure they do. Also, I went the wrong direction. It doesn't matter. Let's go. But so often times they do have quests just in the old area. So, due to this, it is very dense. And also a side effect is that by the time you go through all this quest stuff, you kind of know where to go. You get to know the map, if you know what I mean. More than in games that every single time have a new area, where you always have to be like on a new map. You're always in a new thingy. And therefore you have no idea where to go. Because, oh, it's new. Where do I need to go? For example, like up here. I didn't know where to go. But here, like, I have a sense of where I am. Efficient way rather than hand-holding the player. Yeah, exactly. Like, of course, if you're new to a certain area in the game, they'll kind of hand-hold you and say, like, oh, here's this hub and this hub. But then, if you have been to the area once, they're like, okay, you know where the area is. So if we say, go to this and this stable, you know where it is. And you also know how to get there. And sometimes there's multiple pathways. Like, there's not only one path. I mean, I could have gone, like, over here, go through the Equestrian Center, and go up to Silver Lake Castle, go through this bridge here, and then go through Greendale. I could have also ridden to the Cap Village and taken the boat over here. Or, there's multiple things I could have done. But I decided on this path. It's something that you can only do if you use a certain part of the map like a few times. So that the player is familiar with that piece of map and can... Like when you're at your hometown and somebody asks you how to get to McDonald's and you know exactly what the McDonald's is, you know? You know where it is. If somebody would ask you where the McDonald's is in a city you've never been to before, or that you just... at that day came off the train from, you would be like, I have no idea. I can look on the map. And that's kind of how I feel in a lot of games. And this is probably why people may be confused if I open this map here and like you can barely see anything. It's like just a big overview map with like some icons on it that you can put on or off. Yes. But that's enough because I know where I need to go because I've ran the same route like 1,000 times. I like the sense of familiarity. The same with NPCs, by the way. In most games, unless it's like a very important NPC. Like super important NPC. Like from a main story world quest or something. You don't remember every single NPC in the game. Like here it's very easy to remember the NPCs. Because they are in so many different quests that you get to know them. Like, you know, kind of like you know who your neighbor is. Because you're talking to them like 4 or 5 times. You know? It's similar here. It's just something that astonishes me. And that's coming from somebody that normally has a hard time keeping track of like random NPCs, especially names of random NPCs. But like here, more often than not, the quest just says go to and then insert a name. I don't know exactly who I have to go to and where in the world they are standing. Unless it's a new person, then I'm like, okay, who is this person? Why are they here? Why? How? I think it's something that some games could do. Go to my house, where? Figure it out. I think it's something a lot of games could do instead of overly using new areas for like every single thing. Like doing map expansion after map expansion and map expansion and you never go back to the old areas. Do something that takes people back into the old areas. Without any expansion of anything. Just new quests. 2 new NPCs or something. Completely enough. And you can reuse the same... I mean, it's a world. Or in this case, it's an island. This is an island. So basically, like, it is its own world already. You can use the same terrain twice. And Genshin does that nice. Even small updates can add some random quests in old area. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. I think one big offender of this. I don't know how the current state is because I haven't played in years, as I'm gonna be honest. But one of the biggest offenders for me was like Guild Wars 2. Back when I was still playing, I remember like every patch thingy they released a new map. Every single map felt super empty and artificial. Like not like actual people would live there like at all. And there was never really content in old maps. Except for like in the major city there was like 3 times a year there was like a celebration of either Christmas, Halloween or something. And that's like it. It's all the interaction you had with old content. And that was so sad. Because the only thing I really liked, area-wise, were the old, basically, 1.0 maps. They were really great. But the newer ones, they felt so, I don't know, unimmersive. They didn't feel like actually a gaming world. They did feel just like gaming maps. You know what I want to say? If you feel like, oh, this is not realistic, this couldn't exist in real life, this is just gaming. That's kind of how those maps felt to me. Doesn't fit the games well. Exactly. Maybe I was just a bit nostalgic on the 1.x maps, honestly. Because a lot of the 1.x maps that they did were like just revamped very HD versions of locations they already had in Guild Wars 1. And I played Guild Wars 1 a lot. a lot. Like, obsessed kind of lot. So maybe I just had nostalgia tinted glasses telling me like, oh, well, this is this location that you still know. And I was like happy. But then when they didn't have that anymore and did like random new stuff, I was like, this is weird. A gamified location. Yeah, that's about sums it up. Like they had a lot of stuff like, you know, a lot of elevation, like different kinds of levels that you had to either fly up to, dig down into, or something. But it didn't feel like it was an actual world that would exist somewhere. You know? As I said, not the 1.x maps. They were great. But like everything that came after that, it all was based on one gimmick that they released to each map. And then afterwards, the gimmick was lost. Like, yeah. I don't think this is a hot take, but Guild Wars 1 Prologue is the best of any MMO ever. I would agree. I love it. Prologue, we want to be specific. Prologue of like prophecies, like the first. Because you can play different prologues if you start your character in like one of the expansions, but we're not talking about that prologue. Even though I have to say, the Xinye Isle is also great. Also like that one very much. All the prologues are great, but the prologue one is like the best. Like, maybe I had very high expectations coming from Guild Wars 1. I was kind of thinking Guild Wars 1, but with a jump button. That was always what I was hoping for. And it's not quite what it became. But I was very happy, for the most part, on how it was on 1.x. The races were very nice. I liked them a lot. And I liked the story that you could play through with each race. I did one for each. One run for each one. But then, yeah. And the living story started and I was immediately turned off. I'm gonna be honest. I played it, didn't like it. Then there was the first expansion. I didn't like that one either. That had a lot of the problems with a lot of things based on gimmicks. Like they had the glider thingy, so everything was based on the glider now. Which made the maps very unreal, because in order to use a glider, they wanted to do a lot of elevation. Like everything was in kind of like rocks in the sky that you have to get down to onto vines and then onto ground levels, and it felt weird. It felt constructed. Okay, we're just gonna do all of these. Wow, I'm still talking like a crazy maniac. Yeah, then there was more living story, which I hated even more. Topped off with a lot of grind stuff that they suddenly put in. And then somehow, even though I really did like my characters, and as I said, I like the base game content, I just... all my friends stopped playing. And eventually I stopped playing too. I had the urge once or twice to look into the game again. Like, see how it is. Once I did, I bought the new... what was the expansion at that time? I don't know. The one that had Ilona, I don't know what it was called. Something fire. And I kinda like that one a little bit. But soon after they had Living World stuff again, and I didn't like the story again, so I stopped playing again. And since then I haven't picked it up again. Because I get the feeling the only content that is probably worth checking out again would be the next expansion that reminds me of Guild Wars 1. So probably the one that adds Kanta. And I just don't have the money to spend, I'm gonna be honest. Also, probably, it would probably be a nightmare on getting back into things and inventory organization and all of that stuff. I think I remember my inventory being completely full when I stopped playing, so yeah. I don't know. This thing, kinda. I was very much a very MMO person before I started playing Genshin. I did play a lot of World of Warcraft back in the day, but like very casual. But it was... Ow. By the way, I didn't get that. Didn't get the jump. I couldn't afford it anymore. Easy as that. Still can't afford it to this day. Even though I really would like to look into it again, but yeah, money is a thing. I did play a lots of Elder Scrolls Online too. I have nothing against the story of that game. That was actually pretty great, honestly. I couldn't play more story though, because again, I wasn't able to afford the new expansion. And the combat was always a little unbalanced. I heard that they got new deaths since, and that they changed a lot of the combat. But I haven't tried the combat ever since they changed it, so I probably maybe should try it at some point again. Just so I can really say if they improved the combat or if they didn't. But I can tell you from back in the day that Elder Scrolls had that problem that if you played normally, you were getting like random numbers. I don't know, but like you get like 3k DPS or something. And like the person next to you that does their perfect combos. Like, and with perfect combos, I'm not talking does the right rotation. That's already the 3k person. I'm talking like this animation cancels like crazy. That really hurts your fingers and seems super unnatural and looked glitchy. They were already getting like 10k. Like, I don't want my game to look glitchy just to do more damage. Like, all animations kind of like broken. And then on top of it, it was highly dependent on your ping. Only if you had good ping, then you would actually get to something like 20k DPS. Like, I don't want to be ping dependent, and I don't for sure want to be dependent on canceling that it looks absolutely broken. So yeah, I didn't like that. So I stopped playing that too. That are like the biggest MMOs that I played, I think. There are some that I tried like for a trial once. Oh yeah, I forgot Final Fantasy. Yeah. Playing but not being able to pay again. Like the same thing as World of Warcraft basically. Because they are like a pay MMO. Didn't really like MMO because it feels like so annoying since most MMOs start with busy work like get 10 rabbits. Gets better after hours, but like ain't nobody got time for that. I think it was pretty okay. In the games that I mentioned, Guild Wars 2 had like these overworld events that were happening for a new player. That's like kind of cool. Yeah, like, oh, big centaurs are invading a village and you can help fight them off. And that gives you, like, XP, you know? Or you just play the main campaign story. That was kind of nice. It's a little boring if you already know, like, every single event that's happening on the map, but it will take some time to get there. And, like, Elder Scrolls I like since they have, like, a ton of quests. Like, infinity amount of quests, and you mostly level through these quests, and they are all voiced. Like, every single one is voiced. Like, I am... Most of the time when I say if a quest's not voiced, I'm not paying attention. It's just my lazy ass being used to Elder Scrolls Online's level of voice acting. It just is... Like, that was really nice. They had more, like, endgame problems. If I'm being honest. But yeah, maybe that changed since they had the new developers. I have to check it out again, but I have so little time, I'm gonna be honest. But maybe I should. But I agree. Get, like, 10 boar fangs is, like, the typical World of Warcraft style MMO stuff. That's also not for me. Wait, where's the next one? I'm missing it. Oh, over there. Oh, faster. Oh my god, we still made it. Guild Wars after the prologue was like that. Yeah, Guild Wars 1 was very, very grindy. I mean, for Guild Wars 1, I'm saying, okay, that was a thing of the time. It's a very old game. And back then, they were kind of like limited on what they could do, you know? The horizon hasn't widened yet, so to speak. But the newer games, they have, like, no excuse anymore. Yeah. In my opinion. Okay, very good. Okay, let me make my way back to Moorland. I think, yeah. Moorland is good. Then we'll lock out. Enough, hoisting around for one day. I have very old gameplay of my Elder Scrolls sessions on my on my YouTube. There I'm mostly doing the questing, so you don't see the dungeons. The ones that are actually the ones that were driving me crazy. But there you can maybe see, like, how I like that everything was voiced. Such a nice thing. I wish they would do stuff like that. I probably just shouldn't be so stingy. I should set some money apart and maybe, I don't know, play something story related again. But, lucky me, I get to borrow Resident Evil, so kinda can do that. We'll look out. Yeah, I think in front of the Moorland, at the one tree. We always like to sit around because I'm a weirdo. Resident Evil 9, exactly that one. I get to borrow it from a family member, so I'm allowed to play it. I have permission. I was thinking, why not? I did play a lot of them. I watched like 4. I watched playing 4. Or more like that was a together on the family couch kind of play. I did play 5 in co-op with family. I tried playing 6, but didn't finish because it wasn't my taste. 6 was horrible. Sorry. 6 was absolutely horrible. I played 7. I did play 8. I think I have the gameplay of 8 even on my YouTube. I think I played that one in stream. Yeah, I think I played 8 in stream. The older ones I did... how are they called? What are the ones called? No. Something with O. Resident Evil something with O. That was also co-op. I don't remember what it was called. Yeah, I didn't play any of the remakes. Outbreak? Yeah, maybe it was called that. The one where Alex Wesker, she's like the main villain or something. I don't remember that. Was it that one? Like, there's so many games. There's so many Resident Evil games, it's all mixing up in my head. Yeah, I did try playing 6 in co-op, but we couldn't take it. We played like the first chapter together, and then we together decided to quit because it was so awful. We just couldn't take it anymore. We were just done. We did instead do a replay of the 5 in co-op instead with mods, and that was way more interesting. Re-revelations? Yeah, something. Outbreak is 6 around. Yeah, that I remember too. But the other one was the only other co-op I remember. One of the playable NPCs reappear in 9? Interesting. We will see. But yeah. 5 is actually good, actually. Also, let me... shit. Where is my music? There it is. Yeah, 5 is actually... I think 5... Don't hate me. A lot of people will hate me when I say that. But 5 is actually my favorite. Not because I think it was better than the others. God, no. God, no, it doesn't mean it's better. But I did love that it was co-op. It was so much fun playing it in co-op. So that's why I loved it. It was just great. Love Unlimited Magnum Bullets. Just play that in co-op. Yeah, I did always play with the bow, with the native skin. I like that one. I'm just, I don't know. I kinda wanna play it now. Yeah, co-op was so fun. I did like that. But like in general, like this one wins because of co-op, but like in general, I prefer the ones that are more sneaky and more creepy and less boom boom pew pew pew. You know? As that's the way it is. But that one, just the co-op did win out on me. Even though it was the one of the most action-like ones. You'll love them. Oh, is 9 a lot of creepy crawling around? That's good. I like that. We'll have to see. I won't say specifics, but that feeling you want best, it's been done. Good. I'm looking forward to next week then. I hope it runs on my PC. As I said, I need to install it and run a test Because it's a really hefty game, and I want to make sure it doesn't lag. Better than 7. I think 7 was well done on some parts. Some were a little too actiony. I really like the dollhouse part thingy in Resident Evil 8 very much. You know, the one where you're like having the weapons, really, with the baby thingy. I got anxious watching someone play it. It sounds good. Got too much after the second half. Yes. Like a good beginning, but then it went to boss battle, boss battle, boss battle. But I guess it is a part of playing Resident Evil to also have like boss fights, I guess. Even though I like the non-boss fights more. Boss fights always feel so, I don't know. Bullet, shooting, massacre, I don't know. They always crumble at the second half. Yeah, either that or they are like an action game from the beginning and make it clear. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I will test it out, and I'll already have like first testing results by Thursday and can tell you if it's running on my machine. I haven't read any reviews yet if it's having performance issues or not, but my PC beefy, so it should probably be able to handle, hopefully. I say the same about a lot of games, and then in the end it's somehow lagging for no apparent reason. It's just strange. Okay, but we'll see about that. I'm not sure what we'll play on Thursday, but something tiny. I'll find something, hopefully. And then we can concentrate on starting Resident Evil on next Tuesday. Unsure in what schedule, but we'll figure something out. Okay. It's actually pretty easy for me to go for dinner right now because I'm only eating leftovers, believe it or not. More exploration of this map and stable. If it unlocks more content that is longer than like 5 minutes, then yes. If it's only like 10 minutes, then I don't know. I mean, technically, I still have other stuff we could combine with it, you know. I still have mini games and stuff to do in Nikki too, so maybe if the other one is too little, we can combine that. This seems like the exploration kinda it unlocks in small sizes based on daily things you do, which is a good thing, I guess, if you want to keep your story portion size. But it's a little dumb if I want to just, you know, go at it for 2 hours and do stuff. Who says we can swap games? That's a new one. That never happened before. But we'll see. Maybe I'll find something. There has to be something, right? Something we can do. We can discuss it on the Discord. For now, I'm gonna go have my dinner. More of the pea stew that I made. And yeah, I thank you all for watching. It's been a nice stream, even though it was a little bit chaotic maybe. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.